Alright. Hello everyone. Oh, we have a DOS spoon and a Final Smash network. So, I thought it'd be kind of fun to break up the norm and make a video about how to use paint.net. Just doing some basic editing, and also at the same time you guys can see kind of how I go through the process of making a thumbnail for the channel for all the games I stream. So, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm actually going to make an image that I'm going to be using later for an actual game I'm going to stream later. So this is paint.net. Before I get started, let me actually say this is a free program. There's a link in the description below if anyone's interested to download it. They do take donations, but you don't have to donate to use the program. In fact, all the features are unlocked without donating. I didn't donate. You guys don't have to. You can donate if you want. There's also plugins you can download that other people have made. I've actually downloaded a few of them. You'll probably see them on my list of stuff. So, without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I have paint.net open here, as you can see. And this is the image I made for this stream's thumbnail. However, I'm going to actually work on, let's go get the thumbnail or the image I'm going to use for the thumbnail. So what I usually do when I make the thumbnails for the streams, I try to basically make it look like the Koopa is inside the game. So the game I'm going to be making the thumbnail for. Well, I'm playing music from it right now. Let me go ahead and... So a simple way to actually add, as you can see, here's a folder I have full of items I'm going to be using. Well, I'm probably only going to use one of these. There are a couple ideas I had here. But what I usually do is I look up images for the said game, get an idea of what images there are, and then the ideas kind of start coming in. So, as you can see, I already have these still open. Paint.net allows you to have multiple tabs here, which is really handy. As you can see, these are highlighted because I copied and pasted them into this image. So I'm going to DOS spoon. It's already making requests. So what I'm going to do here is, all you can do is drag it in here. You can also, of course, right click and then open with. I also have GIMP, but the reason I like paint.net is because it's a little easier to use than GIMP. As the name paint is the word paint is in the name, so it really feels a lot like you're using MS Paint, but with much more advanced tools. So I found this image, which is actually the box art, and I have to say I really like this image. I'm gonna try and use this one. There were a couple other ideas I had. I had this image as well as an idea. And then the other ones are really, like, this is just another variation of the title screen, which is really grainy. So, hold on, the music's kind of quiet now. There we go. Turn it up some. Gotta turn this up. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started here. As you can see, I don't usually make actual images myself. I just do a simple edit to stuff. But we're gonna need a couple important things here. I have a folder full of Koopas here. Yeah, it's gonna be a long fight if you're gonna shoot Ridley with just your arm cannon without the missiles. So I'm actually thinking of using the Koopa crushed image. So let's go ahead and drag it in here. I actually grabbed this from another one. So my idea here is I'm thinking of putting said Koopa in this area. As you can see, there's Ridley's arm. What do you guys think of that idea? I'm not opposed to doing things that are really silly, so I really like the idea of having the Koopa right there. Samus is in the process of trying to save me. So what we're going to do here is we're going to switch to this tab, and here are our tools. we have basically the select tool. And this right here, this tool here is the one where you actually move what's selected. And this is actually where you can adjust what you have selected. So I can do this. It's a very good point, Dotspoon. Let's see it actually. What I like to do actually is usually I like to try things when I make these thumbnails. Sometimes I have ideas that don't always work out. So I just I have it highlighted on the move pixels, or any of these really would work. And I held down Control and C, and that's the copy. Of course, that's the, I think most people know that. So what we're gonna do now is gonna add another layer. Simply said, this is the layers window. What I gotta do is add one here. You can remove them by pressing this, selecting them here as well. All you gotta do is click on them. This is to hide the layer. If you save the image with the layers hidden, they don't get put into the image, by the way, just so you know. Of course, Paint.net saves these files. You can save them to a wide variety of image types, but there's also its own type of file, which is the .net file. So the .net file, of course, saves all the layers and all that stuff. So we added a layer. Alright, we already have the Koopa copied. Or no, actually, I think I accidentally copied that instead. Hold on, let me go back and copy it. There we go. So we have Sam Koopa here. Alright, and so this is where things might get... So actually, this image I'm using is really low quality, but it's kind of interesting because it'll kind of fit with the graininess of this image. So using the control and my mouse wheel, I can zoom in a bit. Alright. Now I don't want him to be facing this direction, clearly. That will look kind of weird. Right? So what I do want to do is I want to take the mouse anywhere in this square, and I want to hold the right mouse button. And you see the icon change. Now if I move my mouse, it swivels the image. Okay? Just whee! Anyway. So, the question is, do I want said Koopa upside down? Do I want said Koopa right side up? What do you guys think? Okay, and what I'm going to do later is I'm going to take another layer. I'm going to take Ridley's claws, and I'm going to use the magic wand tool and put them over the Koopa so he's actually holding him. But for now, let's just get an idea of where we want to put him. And we might even resize him later. It reminds you of that. Reminds you of that Oscar moment, huh? Alright, so let's just put him here for now. Let's go ahead and work on the claws. So we're going to add another layer. Alright, layer 3. And of course, you can name them. Another thing you can do is you can duplicate them. And you can merge them. And when you save to like a PNG file, it'll automatically merge them all, which is called flattening the image. And of course, this is just to change which one you have, the order that they're in. And of course, layers that are higher on this list overlap everything. So if I move the background layer all the way up, it'll cover everything else. And then right here is actually the properties of the layer. I can actually change things like the occupancy and how it reacts to the other layers, and of course the name, and I can also make it invisible. But we added our third layer, so let's go ahead and we're gonna hide that layer, and now we're going to use the magic wand tool. This is one of my best friends right here, the magic wand, which is the S key. I've never actually used the S key, so oh, well, I don't know if that... Well, anyway. Is that an uppercase S? I think it is. Well, whatever. Select the magic wand, and we're going to actually select Ridley's claws here. We actually want to change the mode, though. These are the modes for which the selected items are. So right now it's on replace. So for example, if I highlight something, and then I highlight something else, it replaces it. However, if I want, I can make it add. So every time I highlight something, it adds to it. I can also make it subtract. Oops, went too far down. Now it's gone. So we're going to use the add one with the magic wand. Oh, hello, subscriptor and Josh. Yes, paint.net is great. I really like it. So here we're gonna go ahead and highlight the clause. Normally, if you don't have this selected, you can hold Control to add stuff. As you can see, wow, that's. Now this is where paint.net has one thing over GIMP. See this tolerance bar? GIMP has a tolerance bar. Well, not a bar, but it has a tolerance number. However, all I do is I click on something and I can adjust the tolerance, and you can see the result of me adjusting it. You want to do like that right there, it's good. Right, however, for GIMP, if you want to change that number, you have to basically undo whatever you selected, change the number, and then select it again. This, of course, is a lot easier to work with, because I can be like, oh wow, I don't want that. We don't want that. We want to just get the clause. So now that we have part of his clause, let's go ahead and click on the other areas we don't have and get them filled out. Oops, too much. You can see I got too much there. Sometimes the magic tool, yeah, it's very finicky. Exactly, Dospoon. GIMP, I believe, is a more powerful tool, but like I said, paint.net is a lot easier to use. A lot easier, and again, because it mostly feels like you're using MS Paint. Let's go ahead and get this one. Alright. So as you can see, there are some spots that we missed. Sometimes it can be really hard to get all the spots you want with the magic wand. So sometimes I will actually, or like right now, I'm actually getting them little by little. This works too. But if that's not the case, I will switch to the rectangle select. I'll zoom in, and I'll just select the individual squares that I want to collect. I've only used GIMP a little bit, so I really don't know. When I originally was going to get into the image editing, I downloaded GIMP and got completely confused as to what I was doing. It was a bit much to take in all at once. So let's go ahead and get some of these squares. You can see I actually got a little bit more than I want. We'll address that in a moment. Now, of course, this image isn't exactly like super huge or super high quality, so it's very grainy as I go in. There are some images I was working with earlier that were just massive, and depending on what kind of images. But of course, YouTube doesn't want the image to be too big. My limit is 2 megabytes of size. So now we're going to actually get rid of those spots we don't want. We're going to click on the subtract one. And here's an interesting thing about paint.net that I like. Let's say I do something. Let's say I make a mistake. Well, of course I have the undo button. But let's say I don't want that. I can go to this. Where is it at? No. Actually, I don't think it's doing it right now. Well, fine. Be that way. Usually what you can do is you can change things that you have selected. Actually, we'll address that later when I change the Koopa. I think I'll probably make him a little more grainy. Alright, but let's get back to what I was originally going to do. Subtract. This image is kind of easy to work with, actually. So we have the clause. Actually, I'm not sure if I want this part here. But we'll take it for now, and what I'll do later is I'll delete it if I need to. So let's keep that where it is. We want to try and get this one too. So let's go ahead and use that brush, or magic wand. And it's magic. Actually, yeah, we're not gonna get that one. This part will actually be under the Koopa, and this part will be over. We'll see. Like I said, I usually kind of figure it out as I go along. But one of the reasons why I wanted to do this stream is just to kind of give you guys an idea what I do when I'm making these, and then kind of like a tutorial, if you will. Oops, why did I do that? I want subtract. Alright. Okay. So we have our claws. Now what we're going to do is we're going to copy them. So Control plus C is to copy. And that layer number 3 that we made, we're going to Control plus V to paste it. As you can see, now it's pasted on top. So let's go ahead and see what this is already going to look like. So without any actual editing, we're going to need to, of course, adjust the Koopa. But that's what it looks like so far. So let's go ahead and go to one of the things that might get on your nerves, and it's easy to forget that you have it set. For example, let's say I want to draw all over Samus's face right now. As you can see, nothing's happening. It's because I have this selected. This is actually a good thing though, but sometimes I forget that I have it selected. So in other words, the only place I can do any coloring or editing of any sort is here. As you can see, I have it. Here we go. Well, actually, let me undo that. There we go. It's also on the wrong layer, so now I can edit, but I can only draw, as you can see, on the area I have selected. So if you wanted to like recolor a specific area, you could use the magic wand, and it would help you stay in the lines, which is nice actually. But let's not do that. Alright. Let's go ahead and unselect. So in order to unselect an object, you're going to have to go to the replace. Or you can hit the finished button, which I don't see it right now, but alright. Let's go ahead and move Mr. Koopa here. Alright. He might be a bit big, maybe. Let's see. So we probably want to get rid of here. Maybe yeah, we're gonna want to get rid of this right here. I think so, because that's kind of like his palm. So hold on, let's leave you there for a moment. Let's go ahead and get rid of all that we don't want. It's hard to kind of know what something's gonna look like until after you do it, so that's why I usually try things out first. But anyway, Subscriptor, the Terraria stream went really well. The new update is mostly just the sandstorm, but there are some new enemies. Alright, let's go ahead and... Well, actually, no, we want to leave that there. It looks so brutal. Hey, look, there's a Yantu. Hey, Yantu. Alright, let's go ahead and delete some of this right here. But we don't want that right there anyway. Alright. I think it's looking better already. So other than this, in fact, what do you guys think of that? That's kind of cool, right? I mean, no, it's not. Ugh. Anyway, except for this right here, this is kind of a. Is it just? No, I see. That's probably about normal. Huh? Oh yeah, it is. Oops, that was the wrong layer. Thank goodness for the undo button. Yeah, Let's actually, hold on though. I do want to, there we go. Let's bring that back. Oh, thank you, Yantu. I totally missed that. Thank you. I always forget something. Yeah, good scary. Alright, let's fix this here. But we'll just want to see what it looks like. I'll probably just get rid of this claw. But I want to at least know what it looks like. Alright. It actually looks like I have a claw coming out of my mouth. Yeah, I don't think that's I don't think that's good. What do you guys think of that? I think it looked better with the claw gone. What do you guys think? Actually, if I'm going to remove the claw altogether, I think what I need to do is make Koopa... Oops. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just noticing, Subscriptor. So, one way to fix that would be to cover the claw. Like that. I think that looks better. What do you guys think? Let's go ahead and zoom in though. I don't think I'll need to edit the Koopa actually, because he's grainy enough to fit the image, I think. Alright. I think that looks actually really cool. Okay. I'm gonna get started on the next step. If you guys see anything you think I should adjust, let me know. So the next step is going to be to grab the TKG logo. So let me bring it over here. This is another one of my windows. I have all these variations of TKG logos. We're just gonna go with something simple. But thanks to my good pal Lair, another great streamer that I'm friends with, he made these for me. Well, he made these ones here. I made that one, which I was just an edit of what he made. I edited that one. I edited this one, this one, this one. So, this one right here is really cool to put on the side. It needs more boom. Okay. I mean, I could throw Boond in there, just for fun. So let's go ahead and... Actually, I already have this one here. But do you guys have a preference on which one I should use? We'll see. Actually, the black one might not come up good on the dark background. This one is preferred to be put on the right side. This one right here can go anywhere. Let's open this one. So as you can see, this image is pretty big. Of course, over here, of course, you have your dimensions and stuff, like where your the graph where you are. There's also the zoom here if you don't like to use control on the mouse. Yeah, I should do more of these. You like these? I've been using paint.net a lot, and I've been having a lot of fun with making stuff. In fact, what time is it? I have time to do another thumbnail if you guys want, for another game. We'll see. We'll see what happens, though. Alright, let's go ahead and... Oops. There we go. So let's grab this one first and put it in the corner. So one of the things I have to bear in mind when I'm making thumbnails for YouTube is... I don't know if you guys noticed, but when the waiting time is counting down, there's this line right here, and it's all grayed out, and it has the time remaining. I don't think too much about that, but sometimes I'll try to put important things on the right side as opposed to the left. So for example, the word Super Metroid will probably only be seeing the I and the D while you're waiting. Oh, thanks, Daspoon. Yeah, I agree. Actually, I really enjoy seeing the creative process behind stuff like video games and the like. So I still have that the image. Let's make another layer. I have the image still on my clipboard. As you can see, the image being pasted is larger than the canvas size. What do you want to do? I can expand the canvas to fit the image, or I can keep it the same size, or I can cancel. And of course, I can cancel by clicking this as well. I do not want to expand the canvas, so let's keep it the same size. As you can see, it's huge, so we're going to shrink it. This is not the most professional way to shrink it, but I'm just going to do this, because this is what I normally do. Alright, so the shell actually looks better on the background than I was afraid it would. That's kind of the reason why I have this image. The Team Koopa Gaming green fuzzy shell. I like to call it that. All I did was I used the fill tool on the black sections. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at it. And I had the tolerance kind of low, so there's a little bit of black going in and out. This works really well when the background image is black, because otherwise you won't really see the shell. So that, or I use the one that has the green background. But sometimes that doesn't look very good with the green background and then the black behind it. So can I get Ridley to grab the logo in his left hand? I could try it, though I don't know if that would really look very good. I think that would look kind of strange, because the image is kind of, well, if you look at it, it's very hollow and transparent-y. That, and he would be obscuring the letters. I could get him to hold something else, though. Maybe a boon. But let's see here. Unless you guys, can you think of anything else this image here might be missing? Let's stop doing that. There we go. Because we have everything that's mandatory, right? We have the Team Koopa Gaming logo. We have a Koopa in distress. Well, which is only mandatory for this image, but let's see here. Let me go and find. I could give him a shell to grab and put letters over it. I still think that would look kind of strange. Actually, before we do anything else, let's save our image. So of course, like all programs, there's a file tab. Pretty much every editing program has a file tab. We're gonna hit save as, and as you can see, we're just gonna change this to. Actually, we'll keep the Super Metroid part. But I usually put TKG as my prefix, and this right here is the file type that Paint.net uses. The PDN file, paint.net. This will save my all my layers and all my other settings. Can I add a light effect on the beam? I could. Let me actually save it. But there is only one way. Alright, we saved everything. Let's see. I do have the letters. You can use the letters. I don't actually have the text itself. In fact, I needed to ask a good pal Lair about that. About if he still has the individual sections of the images. Like the shell without the text. Or I could maybe have him hold a shell. It doesn't have to be the gray one. It could be like a green shell. these images. Here, let me. Yeah, I could select the text. Well, why don't we do that? Which shell do you guys think we should use, though? Hold on a second. Where's the shell set? Bleh. Oh, right. How about this one? I think this one will probably work best. Because the text is all... Actually... How about this one? Less text means less likely chance that Ridley's claws get in the way. You like the black one I've selected? This one? Here. Let's go ahead and select the text. Magic wand. Add or union. So these are not going to have the black outlines on them. Although I might have a way to fix that simply, rather than drawing black lines. I do have a regular red shell. I don't have a shell like this that's red. I could color this red. That could work. Alright, we have all the letters. Oh, we missed the dot. We have all the letters selected. So we're going to make a new image. File, new. And actually, the interesting thing is, see the size it gave me? Normally, the default size, I think, is 800 by 500. But it knows that what I've selected fits within this square, so it gives me that square. So we're going to hit OK. And as you can see, we have our blank white image here. We're going to go to the color area. This is the colors box. And I'm going to hit more. Okay, so I can actually adjust which colors. As you can see, there are already pre-selected transparent colors. So I could actually add a background with this color, and I can change the occupancy. So it's partially see-through. However, what I want to do is I just want it to be completely see-through. So, the thing is though, what's, oh, I forgot to show you that. It's actually not see-through, and the reason that is over here. This took me a while to figure out. This is the one thing that confused me the most out of everything on here. Other than that, I haven't had any problems. You're going to want to change your blending mode. You can see there's a bunch of different ones. You want overwrite. If you want to put a transparent background on anything, make sure it's on overwrite. And as you can see now, it's transparent and this color. So we're just going to go like this. And now it's transparent white. Which means you won't be able to see it at all. Alright, now we're just going to paste the letters like so. I could do that as well. But I know I'm cool with the ideas. I like hearing other people's ideas. Like I said, I go through a bunch of different ideas before I pick what I want. So let's go ahead and take this entire image, the entire image. Okay, and we're gonna bring it over here. We have layer 5. We're gonna make layers 6 and 7 just for now. I'm gonna use 5. We're gonna put Ridley's claws on 6. We're gonna put the text on 7. And usually, I could have put it on 4, but I like to try and keep things separated so that if I ever have to change anything, it makes it easier that way later. And again, if you don't want something, instead of deleting the entire layer, I can just hide it. Should we maybe give it some skew? In fact, you know what? I might not even need to. I think that's gonna line up really nicely. But let's see. Alright, so now we're gonna get rid of that, hide it. Go back down to the background image. Use our magic wand, our good friend here. We'll put it on add. Oops, too much. We don't want that area down there. Okay. And again, if we get more than we need, or it looks weird because we have too much, we'll just delete it. Hey, Nathaniel, welcome. It's just Sam Koopa making a thumbnail here. Now this is a bit of a completely different type of stream. So far I'm having a good time. The end goal of the image is for me to use this. Actually, you kind of came in with it zoomed in, but this is what we have so far, Nathaniel. This will be used as a thumbnail for a following stream later, either this week or next week. We'll see. But yeah, the goal right now is to put the logo in the stream, in the image. I have it here, but we're thinking about having Ridley, that's the name of this beast here, thinking of having him holding the logo with the text over it. So we're just gonna see what that looks like. If it turns out not looking good, we'll scrap it. But it's really hard to know before you try it. Just I want to get these random stray pixels here, so it doesn't look a little too weird with his claw, like his claw being cut off and everything. Okay. The same here with his flesh. So sometimes this can be a bit tedious or can take a little while, but I enjoy it. Even just doing this is enjoyable to me. Whoa there, subscriptor. We ain't doing that. That's a little too graphic. Do I have a site where I take suggestions for the music choices? Well, that's an interesting question. No, I don't. And actually, now that I mentioned, the stream's going on longer than I originally intended, and now that the what's it called? Playlist is recycling. All right. Well, I do not have a site. I mean, you can. What the? Guess I accidentally selected that. You can make suggestions on Discord, I suppose. But this is the first time I've actually made a stream out of editing an image, so. Well, he is indeed that. Alright, let's see how this looks. Oops, we missed something here. Actually, we missed a bit here. I think I caught that. Alright. Speaking of music, let's go ahead and change it up here. Yeah, either later this week or next week. Kind of depends on my schedule. What should we listen to? I know. Where is it at? I just saw it. This is a really good soundtrack. From a game probably none of you actually know, but it's really good, like, background music. It might be on Wednesday, Nathaniel. Wednesday or Thursday? Alright. This is good editing music. So we're going to copy the claws now and put them on layer 6. Paste. Okay. As you can see, the team and the Koopa, the K in Koopa, are obscured. The O is covered slightly, but it's readable. Oh, thanks, Daspoond. And, well, here, let me unselect this here. Let's move this around a little bit. Something like that, maybe? Let's grab the letters. Actually, let's undo that. What we're gonna want to do actually is select them here, because now that my other image is way bigger, I'd have to shrink it to the proper size. And like I said, I didn't shrink it in the most preferred manner. So let's go ahead and use the tool here. And these 3. Okay, let's go ahead and paste them here. One thing you should be aware of when you paste things is if you don't have the screen zoomed out when you paste it, it won't be placed in the same location. Which is one of the things I like, though, is when I copy and paste something, it puts it in the same spot. Makes it good for when you're doing the layers. I didn't say that earlier, but that clearly happened earlier with the I think I might need to do some outline. Oh, the M. I didn't grab the M. Just need to grab the M. Okay, you might need to outline these letters. Yeah, so let's grab our pencil. Let's get the color black and pencil, and we're just going to follow these lines here. Oops, I made a mistake. Actually, if I make a mistake, let's change my. So this right here is to switch which color you want. We're gonna change our. Change it to 0 occupancy. So now, when I right click, it'll just remove it. Well, this is from a game, you can find it on Steam, but it's called Dust Force. It's a platformer. It's kind of heavily based off of the concept of like running really fast. But the objective in every level is to run past piles of dust and sweep them up with your broom. So you might be like, wow, this is some pretty epic music for a game about being a janitor. But it is. Alright. The M should be done now. Oops, I missed one spot. Like that. Okay. Let's try the A. Oop, I went a little too far. Oh, too far. We did this part, I think, too. Alright. It looks weird without that part, though. Yeah, that looks less weird. There we go. Like that. I do play a lot of retro games. I play non-retro games too, just not as often. Oops, actually we don't want to do that. Or no, we do. I thought I was on a different layer. K already has black around it a lot, actually. It's really just the top section that didn't get covered. Alright. Well, there we have it. Gotta say, it turned out pretty good. The top left. Oh, I see why. Perhaps that's the reason. But yeah, that spot's supposed to be filled in there. I think that looks better. I'm doing great, thanks, Nathaniel. Well, what do you guys think? Let's go ahead and get rid of these for a second. You can get rid of the windows here. You can actually move these like off into a different screen if you want to. I have 3 screens set up right now. And I have my screens set up. I like to have them like this. So main screen, second screen, and the third screen. And the reason I like to do that is because that allows me to grab a window and snap it. See, if I just put them from left to right, I wouldn't be able to snap it because it would go to the other screen, so that's kind of why I set it up that way. Oh, sorry, I'm covering everything in. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. Zoom in here. stick that one pixel over one? You mean this one? Like that. I think you're right. Hey, Bennett. Alright. Now, I got rid of all those tools windows. If you ever need to get them back, they're over here. So here's the toolbar. And they actually reappear wherever you last left them. Here's the layers. And the color wheel. And this right here is the history. So I can actually go back. Like that. To before something happened, if I wanted to. As you can see, whoa, everything went back. It keeps a pretty long list of the history, but we want to go back here. Oops. Alright, let me turn that layer back on. Or, do I have it on? Hold on. I feel like a layer is missing. Yeah, I have one, Nathaniel. I play it quite often. I stream it from it. Oops. Oh, that's the wrong... I was like, why is it sliding instead of zooming? Hold on. That's that. Oh, I see what I did. Do I still have that actually selected? Oh, I have that selected, okay. Where's my, oops. Is that it? No. What did I do now? I don't think did I delete that layer? I might have. Oh well, we'll do it again then. Oh. Wait, oh that's that. I was like, what'd it say? Hold on. I guess I deleted the things on the layer. I don't know when I did that. Oh well. It's more time to listen to the music. Oh, you didn't have the right cables? I actually stream games from my NES. I had my NES modded. It has a composite out ports. One of the disadvantages to the NES is that they don't have those. They have only the RF. And RF is terrible quality because it's merged audio and video together. Unlike HDMI, which is also merged audio and video together, but okay. Oh, hey, Justin. Welcome to the stream. I'm just making an image, or I'm editing one. I'm listening to some great tunes. Alright, layer 6. Oops, I forgot. See what I mean? If you don't have it zoomed out all the way, because I had this part selected, it moved everything. So you can see there's a mistake there. Zoom out further. Now paste it. Okay. Let's go ahead and just select everything. There. Toss fruit. Alright. Well, yeah, the NES does have composite out, but it's, sorry, I didn't specify properly. I have a modded NES Model 2, which is the top loader. The original NES does have composite, but it only has 2 channel. It's video and mono audio, which isn't a problem if you have a split. You can simulate stereo. Actually, I was looking through. I only have one song. Most of the songs I have downloaded are on my PSP. Actually, I use that as my MP3 player, but I need to just move a lot of that stuff over. My computer does not have as many songs. PSP is like, I pretty much only use it for MP3. I play a couple games, or I have a couple games that I don't play anymore, but... Alright, anyway. Distraction, I got sidetracked. Anyway, this is finished. So let's save it. Actually, we can just hit save. I don't want to change it. So now that we're done saving it, I think I forgot to do one thing. Yeah, I did. This is a one thing I tend to forget to do, and it's better to do prior to all the editing. Right now. But you want to go to, let me show you here again, the image tab, and then go to resize. There's also canvas size, which will change the canvas itself. But we want to resize the image. YouTube prefers images in the size of 1280 by 720 pixels, or anything that is bigger than that within that same ratio. Otherwise, the image will be stretched or squished to fit that ratio. Right now I'm playing music from a game called Dust Force. So here we have that. We want to go ahead and hit OK, and now the image is bigger. Now the reason why it's bad that I did that later is things like the Koopa and the shell and the text, which I actually shrunk to fit the image. I basically shrunk them and then they got stretched out again. So that makes them a little less, the quality a little less good. But in this case, I don't really mind. It's not a problem. Yeah, 16 by 9. But YouTube preferably wants your image to be 1280 by 720 at minimum. Those are the actual dimensions they want. You can go bigger if you want to, but that's what they want you to do. Alright, so this is done. Like I say, it came out really good. Thanks guys for your input. So we're gonna save it as a PNG. Now of course the PDN file, YouTube will not recognize it. It won't use that image at all. It'll get an error code. So we're gonna go to this list here of save as, and we're gonna change it to a PNG. PNG is my favorite file type. Transparency is usable in PNG, and PNGs are a smaller size image than say a JPEG. Those are usually kind of big. So we're gonna use PNG. We're gonna keep it the same name and save it. Okay, and then we have some options here. As you can see, my file size is 2.5 megabytes. That's pretty big. I can choose to change the bit depth that it is made at, but as you can see, it's still 2.2, which is still too big. So what we're going to have to do here is save it at a different size. So what we want to do is hit this box here called maintain aspect ratio. Now again, YouTube will accommodate an image that's smaller than this, but this is just the preferred size. So what we're going to do instead is that. Now that the image is significantly smaller, we can see the actual size is now 1.1. FTW, yeah, it means for the win. So now the image is a lot smaller. It's 1.1 megabyte. If an image is over 2 megabytes, YouTube will not accept it as a thumbnail. Alright. Now, of course, what I just did is now I have the PNG file. Bear in mind, I still have the PDN file at its full size. We can actually open it again if we want by dragging it. And then you should see it's big again. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a third image for good old Discord. Right. Hold on a second. Why is it one? Oh, hold on. Did it already resize it? Oh, that's why. This is before I resized it to 1280. I was gonna say, why is the size different? Oops. There we go. Let's actually save it because I want to keep it at that size for my PDN file. Alright. There. That's better. And you see, when you tell it to flatten, which you have to flatten it if you want it to be a PNG file, because PNGs don't have layers. Now it only has the background layer. What I'll do though, if I ever want to change things after I've done that, I'll hit undo. Now the file I saved is still saved, but all my layers are back. See, so we have the PDN file, we have the small PNG for YouTube, and we have the bigger one, which I'll post on Discord in the thumbnail text channel. So, we have successfully made a thumbnail for a stream I will be having later. Awesome. Okay. So, what time is it? It's 1:02. Have time for another one. I think we do have time for another one. So, I have a lot of games I want to stream at some point. Clearly. So I actually have thumbnails that I haven't used yet for various things. Various games I have yet to get to. I have thumbnails aplenty. But actually, what's really sad though is as many times as I've streamed a certain game, I don't have a thumbnail for it. I've always just used the generic, regular old thumbnail. So, and that said game is this one. Now, I don't think I'll probably be streaming it again anytime soon, but it just crossed my mind right now that I've never made a thumbnail for it. But I don't think I'll be making a thumbnail for that because I probably won't use it. I've never streamed Chrono Trigger. At some point I probably will. Let's see, what should we make? Actually, another one I need to make a thumbnail for is this. Yeah, this one. Now, for those of you who are unaware, I have a series. What splat? What, this one? Oh, that one? You're probably right, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. I might make another one for that later. I actually have a form for 2 different games that you guys can choose to have streamed. This is actually one of them. That would be tomorrow, actually, that will be streamed. This game or Super Mario Sunshine. Professor Sir will attend either, depending on which one we both was voted for. So let me actually try and get that lazy Nightbot to do something. I like this song a lot. So in the process of letting you guys choose between which 2 games you want to see streamed, I was thinking of just making 2 thumbnails, one for each game. So I already kind of got started on the Mario Sunshine one. Still no Boond. Sorry, Boond. You're welcome to add Boond yourself if you want. So I already started on the Sunshine one, so if you guys want, we can work on this one today. I know he says he's gonna dislike the stream, and I know I chuckled there, but I also know he's serious, so not that I really care, because dislikes don't do much anyway. Alright. I did notice one thing with this image. There's this line here. I don't like this line. Of course, I got this from the internet, so somebody did something weird there. We're gonna fix that. Oops, we're not gonna fix it by doing that. In fact, let's close these. Actually, we can keep that open. We might use it. Yeah, don't give me that grin. Anyway, we're gonna change the canvas size. We're gonna get rid of 1 teensy weensy pixel. And so, well, this is another important thing. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Subscriptor, for reminding me. We're going to do one thing first. Hold on a second. I have a phone call. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about the stream kind of dropping there. Had a bit of an issue there. Alright, as I was saying, this is an important thing to know. The anchor here, I had to close OBS because I muted my mic and then it wasn't picking it up afterwards for some reason. Sorry. But anyway, this right here is called the anchor. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that line. So it's probably about... Actually, let's go see. How many pixels is it? It's like 2. Maybe 3. 2 pixels. So that line there is 2 pixels. So what we're going to do here is resize... Oh, no, not resize the image. Resize the canvas. Right here, so what this right here designates is that when you change the size, this, for example, will move it in all directions. We want it to only move to the right. Okay, so we're going to, is it right or would it be left? Well, let's find out. Let's take it down 2 pixels, see what happens. So I think we're gonna need it to be the other way. Oops. 1 and 2. Yeah. So that basically tells it which way to move when you resize it. Do we still have our line? Kind of. We still have our line a little bit. Let's do that again. Alright. Now that that's done, let's go ahead and change the overall size of the image. Hold on a second. Alright. Yeah, exactly, GameBot. Welcome to the stream, by the way. It is a great program. Alright. We're going to resize the entire image to our preferred 1280 by 720. Okay. Alright. Now we're working with our preferred full size here, which makes me wonder. Actually, here. Okay, we're gonna be pretty tight on size, but we'll see. If we have to, we'll make it smaller. Alright, so let's go ahead and we need a couple things here. First of all, we need to figure out what we're gonna do with this image. I haven't quite got my ideas figured out entirely. Flying out of the ship like the stars are. So the question is regarding that idea that you just suggested. Is whether or not we should have what Koopa image? Let's go ahead and use this one. Hold on a second. Go get to it. So here are our options here. Should I have wings? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna put the logo in the bottom corner. Let's add a layer. Keep the canvas size. Shrinkify. Flip it upside down and horizontally. Actually, hold on, let me do that prior to posting it. Okay. Interesting. Whee! That didn't turn out how you expected it to? Well, we could go with something like this. I suppose so, GameBot. 3D rendering is a bit beyond me. No, we're gonna actually name this layer. There we go. You mean leave the head so it's wait. Leave it so the head is on top at the bottom, right? Oh, that just confused me. Oh, well, it's up right now. I mean, like that. Like someone diving out of a plane. Of course, it is Mario Galaxy, so perspective up and down is kind of wonky. This song is called A Safe Place to Sleep. Actually, my favorite song is 1, 2, 3 more songs away. I kind of like this, actually. You know what this Mario Galaxy image is missing, though? It's missing... Well, it's missing the logo, for one. Actually, we'll do the logo first. Then we'll address that other matter. Have him resting on the O. Hold on, let me grab a logo first. Alright, so let's actually put the logo on the left. So we'll use... Actually, I want to open this one just in case I want it, but so I don't have to pull that up. Actually, I already have it open. Silly me. I have all of these open. That was kind of the point I wanted to do, so I wouldn't have to... grab them later. Okay. Wow, that fit better than I thought it would. Of course you do, Das Spooned. Alright, well anyway, let's get to that other matter with the Koopa. Back to the Koopa layer. The Koopa layer. Alright, anyway. We're gonna flip this. I think... is that... I think if I hit this, though, it'll flip the whole thing. Yes. Yes, it will. Try to remember how you flip whatever is selected. I think it might be in here. So, here's my list of adjustments. The ones here with this puzzle piece next to them are plugins, so I downloaded these. The Paint.net website has a list of them, and they're all made by, like, various people who also use Paint.net. Yeah, sure, GameBot, you're welcome to do so. I have an entire area on the Discord channel for fan art. Haven't got submissions for it in a long time, but if anyone wants, they can try and make cool stuff. If you want to make stuff to suggest that I use it for something That's cool too. I've actually had Micah, for example, made a thumbnail for our Mario Kart stream, and I used it. And of course, I gave him due props for it. If you would like to do that, I'm not going to stop you, by all means. I really like it when you guys give feedback, or I don't think it's in here. I'm pretty sure it's not in here either. Wait, there it is. Maybe. No. Oh well. Know what we'll do though? What I normally do. Whoa, how did you get all the way up there? What I normally do to get around this issue that I have with not knowing how to do that is I make a new image. And then I just do what I want to. There we go. So in order to not mess up what we did there, let's just make another one. This right here is my favorite song on the playlist. Something like this. Subscriptor. Is this maybe what you were thinking of? I think the... Yeah, that's not really going to work, because he'll be obscuring everything. Yeah, we're just going to have him sit there on the Y. I have an idea. If I make the R jump out a little bit, it'll cover the left foot, while the right foot will still technically be over it, as if he's kind of sitting on the edge of it. What? What did I do? You don't like this instead? Oh, you liked him sitting on the Y? The only problem with that is the wings get in the way of the O. I mean, you could still read it, though. Hold on. Let me actually see here. No, I think you're right. Hey, Jack. Yep, making a thumbnail. I think it is more balanced on the R, but let's give the Y a try and see. Alright, so as you can see, I have way more selected than I want. Sometimes it's better to just to get whatever you want selected out of the way and then unselect everything else later. So I'll show you what I mean right here. So I'm going to click on this. Oops, forgot it's not on that mode. We're going to go to the subtract mode. Nope, too much. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. I do that quite often. Now I don't really have to worry about other areas of the image because the Koopa is not going to be on any of them. So, but more stuff pasted means more space data usage. Let's give the Y a try. Oh my. A white glow? Yeah, I probably will give that a go, GameBot. Hello, James Games. Oh, and we ran out of music on our playlist here. Oh, no, we're not. We have one more song. It's playing. It's just quiet. But we're getting close to running out. So maybe we should listen to some Mario Galaxy music, huh? How does that sound? We'll do that next. Where's... Alright. Let's go ahead and copy this and see what this is going to look like. So we're going to go to, how about layer 6 here, and we'll just paste away. Okay, we have a problem here, as you can see. Oops, forgot it had the whole thing selected. There we go. So, if I edit this properly, actually it's like he's sitting on the back side of the Y. What would it look like if... That would look kind of weird, never mind. Of course, it doesn't technically have to be a flying Koopa. But, anyway, we'll leave that the way it is for now. What do you guys think of this right here? Oh, time for the next song. Here we go. Now we're playing some Mario Galaxy. It's a fitting song with the airship in the background. Okay, Daspoon. Tilt his head. Hold on. It's layer 5. Like... something like that. That also makes the O a little more visible. Just go ahead and use the select color tool. How about that? Other than this, I need to fix this though. You want me to move his head? That's gonna look kind of weird though. I mean, because his head's kind of attached to his body the way... That's the way the image is. Alright. I'll try it. Yeah, but guys, remember, this is Mario Galaxy. Mario is flying through space, and the gravity in the game is all wonky. How do you know there is no gravity on that side of the Y? But yeah, I can see what you mean, though. I don't know, though. If I turn around the other way, Daspoon says he's dancing on it or something. Alright, anyway, let's... Oops. Forgot I didn't have it on add. I've been using the control button. I think that brightened up Dospoon's day a little bit. Like I said before, with the magic wand tool, it can be really hard to capture all the pixels that you really want. But it sure is a lot better than just doing this for everything. Actually don't want the neck. We're gonna leave the neck where it is. So time to subtract. Alright. There it goes. Yeah, as I was saying, it's hard to get what you want out of it. I could here. I have an idea. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna go very well. Yeah, it's kind of wonky. What is going on over here? Alright, we're gonna show you another trick I use. So whoa, subscriptor. Chill out. So one of the things that I like to do, so yeah, some of the pixels are like transparent-ish. One way to simulate that is to use the circle tool, like so. And then delete. Oh, except I think that I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. That kind of rounded it off a bit. Still really awkward looking. Yes, please limit the caps. That definitely looks better now. Still, yeah. This part looks really weird. I don't think we can go with that. Sorry. You really like your screams. I don't really like screaming. I don't know if you noticed, but I don't scream. The only time I scream is when I'm really upset about like something. And unlike a lot of people I've noticed on YouTube, I'm not like super upset about everything all the time. Hello, server pranks. Welcome to the stream. No, you may not, server pranks. Well then. Hello to you too, server pranks. Alright. Just what I expected from a name like that. Hello, Zaxxon. It's been a while. Welcome to the stream. Right. This right here. Yeah, by the way, you might want to not have your sound so loud. That could be bad for your ears. We need to adjust this issue here. I think what we should do is just start over. Or maybe he should just sit on the Y or the R instead. Here, let me get rid of this layer. Oops. Actually, no, we'll just delete it. And we'll delete this one. Alright. You know what? We probably should remove that. Toggle the visibility there. Or maybe we should have him just like, yep, just gonna lay here on top of me. Okay, no. Anyway. Alright. Sit like that. Yeah, it's gone already. It's been lost already. Alright, we're gonna make the R jump out a bit so that it covers this foot, but not the other one. Ooh, that might work. I think that'll be good. Let's see how that looks. Maybe not. Not the other foot. Yes. Alright, hold on. Let's get rid of this layer for a second. We're just gonna have to select it individually. Oh, hold on. I almost went through all the songs I have. Actually, I don't need that part. Oops. Just like that, I think. Hey, Professor! Alright. Yeah, that icon was Professor's handiwork. Alright. This layer. Yes. That one. Okay. Put you back there. Need to get down there. Need to get that under there, so. I like the plugins a lot. I use a lot of the extra plugins. Alright. Oops. Blah. Wrong button. Wait. Almost made that mistake. Okay, gotta copy it on that layer. Now let's give it a try. What do you guys think? Perhaps I should get rid of those. Just that dark coloring there. Alright, Professor, I'll see you later. Professor will actually be joining me at my house later when we stream some more Morrowind, so. Yeah, but the dark contrast in colors there kind of makes it look weird. I think that looks better. You don't like the wings. Well, we could get rid of the wings. Well, actually, that would be kind of difficult. I like it, though. Should put a shadow on it? I suppose. I think it looks fine as it is. Back to you, however. Let's play with an effect, shall we? I haven't got to show you guys any of them. I have a lot, too. Let's go with a blur. Maybe. Sometimes I have so many of them, I kind of forget which ones I do have. No, maybe not a blur. Now I need to find what I'm looking for. I want to say. Actually, what I'm looking for is probably here, actually. What is this? I don't think I've ever used this one. Okay, it did nothing. So, by the way, when I downloaded the plugins, I went crazy and like downloaded all of them. Not all of them work. Oh. Well, now the text is black and white. Oh, what was that? Whoa. Whoa. Interesting. Edit green. Yeah. That's not what I was looking for. What does this do? Whee! Okay. I'm not sure what that was, but it was fun to play with for about 5 seconds. You know what? I bet it's probably in here. There it is. Somebody wanted it to glow, so we can make it glow. Like that. What say you guys to that? Whoa, that's weird looking. There. How about that? I agree, Dospoond. Then again, maybe we should go with something a little more dramatic. Actually, that's what it would look like before. Wait. I guess, hold on, we'll just have it repeat. Okay. It's good to me. Alright, there's one thing this image is missing. Because, I don't know. So everybody else has this. No, not really. I don't know. We're missing somebody that needs to be in the image. We need to have Professor in here somewhere. Oh, dun dun dun, plot twist. You know, I just thought of a... I forgot about this. I forgot. You guys will like this one. Yep. Yep. Here you go. Now we have sitting Koopa. Are you happy? It's gonna sit right on the Y. Like that. he's ready to drive a car. Now we just need to cover up that tail. Actually. We actually need to get rid of a lot more than that, actually. What says who, GameBot? Although actually, DOSpoon, Mario Kart, you don't need a license because it's a kart. I was thinking about that not too long ago. It's just like, you know what? You don't need a driver's license to drive a kart. Boy, so much more than what I wanted. There, much better. That's the reason why the babies are allowed to drive in Mario Kart. Alright. Add. Well, yeah, in this state. Alright. Let me copy that. And so many layers. I want to get confused. Well, maybe so, subscriptor. Doesn't mean you were supposed to be. Did I not grab that? It's a good point, GameBot. I could merge them. Hold on a second. Actually, it doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. Perhaps I should just get rid of this, though. I like it. And I'm not really that picky anyway. It's all just for fun, really. I mean, it's not like I'm a professional game streamer or anything. I don't make money for any of the stuff I do. Alright. Oh yeah, there's one more thing I want to add to this image. One of my favorite Mario characters. Oh, okay, you're in one of those. Yeah, those are legal. So the question is, which one should we use? This one? Or this one? I do like the wand. I already have an idea what I want to do with this, though. Yeah, scroll. Oh, okay. I like how she's... Peekaboo. Alright. That's not Bundi. Of course it's not Bundi. Do you want me to bring out that Bundi? Should we have the lower section showing? I think so. However, what I want to do with this, we want to play with this layer. We can actually do some cool stuff when we change to the multiply. Ghost Rosalina. We can make her glowing. It's kind of cool, right? Color dodge. Reflect. Glow is cool. Actually, I should have just done glow with the logo. Difference. No. Negation. No. Lighten's kind of neat, too. Whoa, okay, that's weird. Let's not talk about that one. I like the glow. You have to wait a long time. Alright. What do you guys think? You like that? I like that. Is there anything I should change? It's funny, the one layer I bothered to name is the only one that's not going to get used. I want to try something first. Before we call this one finished. Let's try just making it glow from here. That's kind of neat. The glow does like almost nothing. Alright, good night, Yantu. Uh-oh, what is it now? Das Bund? I wonder. That's kind of interesting. White Koopa shell. Ooh. Not so sure about this idea. Oh, hey, Professor's back. Rainbows. Anyway. Let's try this one. We're gonna play with this some. Oh, the shell's like almost gone if I do that. Oh well. This works fine. Looks good to me. Alright, let's save it. May it look holiday themed? I suppose. Wait a minute. Maybe we should add Bowser. I guess we can add Bowser. I just remembered. I have a bunch of Bowser. How about this one? Das Spoon. It's like, I thought we were done. Alright. Hold on. We've already been through all these. Let's listen to something else now. Here we go. I can't see. Out of the way. Okay. Oops. Bowser's a big boy. Gotta shrink him down to size. Shrinky, shrinky. Roar. Arr. I don't really have much music from either of those. What do you think of that? Uh-oh. The atmosphere is covering Bowser's head. There we go. Alright, let's edit this some, shall we? Whoa. That's kind of scary. Oh, that's scary too. Well, that's kind of neat. I'm going to make him sitting on the planet. Hey, look, it's Mario's 64 Bowser. He looks all rainbowy. It would make him look huge. Well, it would. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna save this layer like this. I like this one, not that one. Where's it at? I guess it was this one. But we need to lower him because his head is touching that and it's making him look weird. Or make him smaller. Oh no, he's been chopified. There we go. Maybe not reflect. He's a little too dark with reflect. We'll use the color dodge. Alright. One more layer then. We'll try this other idea here. Roar. There isn't a whole lot of room for him to be sitting. I have to make him smaller. Smaller you go. There. There we go. He's totally standing on that planet back there. Perfect. Alright, image done. We're set. We're good. We're ready. Let's save it. Okay, not really. There. Oh look, we made it under our 2 megabyte limit. Awesome. Flatten it up. Done. I think this turned out really nice. Okay. I know DotSpoon wants his moment in the spotlight. Perhaps another thumbnail DotSpoon. Perhaps I should make a Mario Kart thumbnail with DotSpoon in it. That sounds very appropriate, I think. Fitting. This is a better word. Alright, look at this masterpiece you guys helped me create. I like it. Alright. Well, guys, this has been Sam Koopa making Kooptastic thumbnails using paint.net. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It was kind of a random spur-of-the-moment decision I made to kind of try this out. But it was fun. It was lots of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and end up the stream here. DOS approves very much. Maybe that'll be the next paint.net stream. Yes, there was another professor. Yeah, that was really fun. We should stream this another time. But for now, perhaps we should go find somebody to raid. There will be more TKG later today with Professor Sir We'll be both playing Morrowind. And as I stated earlier, for those who are unaware, the Mario Galaxy, image is made for the Choose Tuesday stream, which will be tomorrow. You're welcome to vote as to which game you prefer seen. I already started on the Mario Sunshine thumbnail. Worry not though, that thumbnail that we just made is Kooptastic, and I will probably stream that another time, but probably not for like a couple weeks or so. Maybe even a month. But I will save it, because I tend to save all the images I make. So, regardless of which game gets streamed and which one doesn't, I will be keeping the thumbnails regardless. Alright, that being said, let's go find someone to transfer to. There we go. Got our epic raid music here. Let's see here. Of course, YouTube is being a jerk to me again, and not showing me who's live. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. It's quite dead tonight. Or today. Tonight. It's not even night yet. Maybe we won't raid. Well, fine. Be that way. Everybody's sleeping. Oh well. I found no one. Or we can pick somebody random. Oh. You're still awake? Oh, is he really? Well, let me see. Where's YouTube's being a jerk to me right now. Bad YouTube. Ooh, all the more reason. I found our... Thank you, Professor. We found our raid target. Alright. Yay! We're gonna raid our pal Dark Jake 13. He is playing... Oh, hey, Watson. He is playing Shovel Knight, a really good game, by the way. It's got that epic, classic, old-school feel. We're gonna have to come up with our raid message here. How about some of I know. Oops, that's the wrong button. There we go. How about that? Sorry, that took a long time to find. Actually, Professor helped me with that one, so. There's the link to Dark Jake's stream. He's playing Shovel Knight. Now he's in an epic battle. Why don't we go over there and show him some support? Take that hashtag Koopa Art Raid, copy it, paste it, drop it in his chat. With that, guys, we'll see you all later. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. Regardless, however long we may be separated by time, remember to stay Kooptastic. Have a fun time doing so. This is Sam Koopa, and I'm signing off. Till next time, everyone. Thank you very much for watching.